welcome back to Reading Homestuck. We got Arthur and Mason here today.
Hello.
And me, of course.
Yes.
Hello.
A tired one today. This could prove to be entertaining, especially with these boys.
You do be glancing.
You do be looking around awkward style. So, before we start, I would just like to say, the 1,000 subscriber special came out a few days ago.
Yeah.
The Hunger Games video. Go check that out if you haven't already. For those of you who have. How'd you like it? How was it? Did you think who would win would have won? Did you guess who would win correctly at the start of the video? I doubt it. But for who did actually win, of course, you will have to see for yourself. Mystery, etc., etc. Yes. And Dicey D's Call of Cthulhu will be coming up soon.
Yeah.
Probably not this week unless I can get it done in like a day. But probably next week. For you
Nice.
in the audience. Indeed. Right, let's cut right to business.
Yeah.
Alright, Alpha, do you want to take Dave or Dirk? I'll take the other.
I guess I'll take Dave.
Alright.
So. Oh, yawn immediately. Fun. Alright. Alright, let me just get a gulp of fresh morning air to wake up my lazy ass.
Get that.
Right, there we go.
Good sound.
Alright, we back in the game.
We're back in the game, baby.
So, indeed. Oh, wait, wrong
No,
voice.
that's Dave. That's Dave.
Indeed.
So is pretty much the thing we're saying.
Yeah, that's our conjunction of choice, it seems.
And what I love about this dynamic is that we can actually just not talk.
Me when I fall asleep mid-conversation. And it's actually me when I half fall asleep in the middle of the conversation, and it actually keeps it canon to a certain extent. I guess you all pretty much showed up then.
Yeah, like, pretty much.
Like, before I even got back, after the werewolf girl appeared and... Wait, what happened with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a story, man. Mostly involving Friska.
Vriska?
I mean, if you knew her, yeah, you'd know. That's all I had to say. You'd be like, oh, it's Friska. Okay, got it. Forget I asked. She brought you here too, actually. Then you jumped her ass in that window to go down to whatever creepy bullshit she thinks needs getting done.
Oh, right. Her. Then, I guess, stuff in this session is pretty much sorted out, finally.
Maybe.
And we're about to do battle?
Seems like it.
Oh. Are we, ready for that?
Kind of. I mean, Gargett made some drawings, so...
I mean, Are you ready?
I guess. I mean, I've got like a sword and shit.
Cool. Me too.
Yeah, I know. But it's not that good.
That's too bad. What type of sword?
It's Welsh. I mean, possibly fake Welsh. I mean, I'm not that sure. I've been to Wales.
Well, mine's good.
I know.
It's, Japanese?
For real?
No, I don't know. Probably fake Japanese.
Fake Japanese. Kinda like how all anime probably takes place in some kind of fake Japanese universe.
Yeah, something like that.
That's cool. Kinda tough getting a sword from a place like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave's looking around.
So when are we supposed to fight?
God, I hope so.
Oh.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Wow. They're just standing around and talking. That's all they do. That's all they ever do.
They're not even
That's
talking.
what they were doing last week.
They're
That's
not
what they'll be
even
doing
talking.
5 minutes ago. So when you
They're
ask
just
me 5 minutes from
sitting
now,
there.
what are they doing? The answer is still gonna be that they're still just standing there and they're still just talking.
Alright, Mason.
Shall I be?
Rose.
Yeah, I'll be.
Take our boy
Number 15.
Johnny.
Okay, now that that little episode seems to be over, Roxy, maybe you can introduce us to your friend for real this time. Rose, I think you can come out from under the pillow now.
No! Arthur, if you would take Roxy.
So like the hilarious
I'll take
Cheshire
Monaco.
Cat Rose already pointed out. Alright, breath of fresh air. Reset the timer.
If you want to do Calliope, I'll do Jane.
Yeah, sure. I don't
Well, I'll take
Oh,
Calliope.
no, I was talking.
Arthur,
No, I was
take
talking to Alex.
Roxy, You take
I thought you were
Jane.
busy getting air.
Mason.
I can always hear still. Alright, anyway.
Yeah.
This is my friend from the dead, Callie. I mean, she's super pretty and like. I mean, she was my web friend online for a long time, and Jane's too. And Jane, you just saw her, but like here she is alive and again and everything.
Hi, so good to see you again.
Yes, likewise, Jane.
And without your troll sonar, no less. This is your true form, I presume. I think both Roxy and the enthusiastic cat girl are correct. Your natural appearance is quite handsome.
Gosh, I'm sorry, I do not know how to reply to such remarks. Maybe it is because I can't bring myself to agree, no matter how nice it is for you to say so. Arthur?
Sorry. I hear ya. I mean, taking compliments can be kind of hard sometimes. Like, if it's a, a weird subject for you. I mean, like, we can lay off.
Do you want to take Terezi, Arthur, or should I take Terezi?
I can do it. Oh, you can do it. I don't really care.
Oh, well, I'm already doing Rose and Calliope, so yeah, you take Terezi and Roxy, and Mason can have John and Jane.
Cool. Okay.
There we go. Evenly distributed.
Yeah.
At least numerically. Anyway, Arthur.
Calling I mean, Callie, you're surrounded by ass kissers. You should allow me to lick your face so I can make an objective determination.
Damn it, Terezi.
It is the only way we'll know for sure, though if I'm being honest, you smell pretty ugly from where I'm standing.
Oh my god, you are terrible.
Please, John, I did not mean that in an unflattering way. I think having a skull for a head is pretty sick. Given the choice, I might rock the look myself. But I wouldn't stand for a bunch of glowing weenies standing around calling me pretty. That's how people reacted. What even would be the point of looking like a badass skull girl in the first place?
Okay, I guess that is your opinion on that then. Thanks for sharing, Terezi. Don't listen to her, Callie. She's a creep. She's a weirdo. What the hell is she doing here? She doesn't belong here. Ooh. I started slamming my leg in excitement when I saw that line. It has to happen every other episode.
You legitimately just went, ah yes, the vocal stim for the show. I can perform the show's vocal stim. Hooray!
I don't know if it picked up on the mic, but I was literally slamming my fist against my leg in excitement. Okay. So, anyway, regardless of how you feel about yourself, or whatever thing a rude troll may have to say, I think you are very cute. Even though you look a lot like your terrible brother, the fact that you are nice inside makes a huge difference. I think that when you're really a good person deep down instead of an evil jerk, the skull monster look becomes a lot more charming.
Wow. Thank you. You met my brother?
Yeah, he's garbage. I'm really sorry you had to grow up with him.
Me too.
I roughed him up a bit though.
Fucking suck.
So it's all good. Ripped up his cape pretty good now, pushed him down the stairs, broke his glasses, stole his Microsoft Dinosaur CD, and his shoes fell off.
He has a cape now?
Not anymore. Not if I have anything to say about it, and I do. Hey, look, there it is. Nice.
What?
The ring. I helped track it down through time for Roxy so she could give it to you. It's so cool to see that it works.
Yes, I feel so much more substantial now.
You must be a really good friend to her, for her to want to bring you back so much.
Yes, she's as good a friend as I could ever hope for. But then, since you help, I suppose I owe you just as much gratitude, don't I?
Nah, not really. I had to save the ring anyway, and it just seemed like the right thing to do, giving it to her since she was so worried about you. It should be a nice thing that is between her and you. I'm just a middleman, smile.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, it's really nice to meet the person who finally gets to wear the highly touted ghost ring. It probably means you are pretty special to end up with it. What do you think you will do with your life, now that you're alive and free from your jerky bro?
Ooh, oh wow. I hadn't thought about it. It is overwhelming, really.
Well, don't sweat it. You'll have a lot of time to figure it out. That's kind of the point of life, right? To take a lot of time floundering around, figuring stuff out. The answer the answer will come to you eventually. You just have to try to have fun.
Real for that. Any other?
Yeah, Troll Grouch. John is so nice. Oh, it's fucking me up. I know, it's disgusting.
Excuse me, Callie, what happened after I woke up? We were all following that mysterious path. Did you and Jade discover where that led?
Yes. I met my other self. Does anybody have a response to this information?
Sorry, I'm trying to...
Right.
So you found her then. There we go.
I think while I'm doing these lines, you might need another fresh air break. Indeed. Or more likely, the timing in the furthest ring was right. Perhaps she sensed me in some way and untangled a path through the darkness. In other words, it feels more as though I was summoned rather than being the one to find her. She seems tremendously powerful. She is also, quite frightening.
Frightening?
Not that I think she is dangerous or has ill intent. My impression was very much to the contrary. Still, while speaking to her, I can't remember ever feeling so nervous. Not even my brother made me feel that way. Her demeanor was so severe and chilling, and so unlike mine, I think.
Maybe that's why you felt weird, seeing a version of you that wasn't like you at all.
Maybe. So, what happened? Not much. My presence there essentially freed her from that place, according to a pact she made with Echidna. She and Jade then left to do what, I do not know. That is when Roxy found me. So, you were the only one there to release her. Are you sure there isn't something important for you to do now that you're alive and with us? I doubt it. For one thing, I have virtually no useful abilities. I don't mean to badger you. I'm just wondering how you fit into all of this. Getting to wear a one-of-a-kind ring and returning to join a group about to wage a pivotal battle? It strikes me as the profile of someone meant to do something important. What do you think you'll do?
Maybe it doesn't have to work that way, though. What if those are just some facts about her which let her come back to life? But they don't have to mean anything other than that, like anything about having to do some huge fancy thing.
I guess so. First, Dave tells me human beings don't have arcs, and now you're telling me the culmination of an epic doesn't require a messianic archetype to return from the dead, thereby providing the key to everyone's salvation. I wonder what sturdy and time-tested narrative construct Jade is going to debunk whenever she wakes up. Maybe she will lay waste to the notion of endgame ships. Carcat won't be happy about that.
Huh? Okay, I don't know what stuff you're going on about there, but I just don't think she should feel like she has to do anything she doesn't want to.
I think the truth is I won't be doing much of anything. My other self told me as much. Her advice was to just live and exist as the version of us for whom that is an actual possibility. She's the one who will be doing important things. How so? Oh, she didn't say. Isn't that just how it always is with alt selves? So cryptic.
Hey, I mean, guys, like, it's been cool having y'all meet Kelly and such, but do you think I could have, like, a moment alone? I got some stuff I want to talk about.
And we shift to... presumably, yep, the afterlife. With the...
That bit that what, do you come after life?
Funny how that works.
Yeah, with, Dead Vriska from the other timeline.
Hooray!
Hooray! Okay, who
Yippee.
wants to take Mina? I'll take, Vriska for today. Alright.
Wow, what even is Mina's voice?
And it's like this.
There's Power Chainsaw Man.
I don't know what power actually sounds like.
That voice is vile and I love it.
It's kind of like that, but with, like, more energy.
Okay, let's go.
Good enough. Okay.
That is disgusting and I love it.
Abysmal, but amazing. I'm a fucking fish.
I'm a fucking fish.
Fish woman. See the gills, fins, fish.
That voice is
I'm a
horrendous and I
fucking
love it.
fish. 'Cause I'm
No.
a fish.
There
I'm
now.
water.
I live in water.
What the hell am I doing here?
I cannot breathe here. Ah! She's swimming.
Amazing.
She's swimming. Swim. Swim. God's sake. Okay. Okay.
Bro, that is not even singing. That is just a door swinging open slowly.
There's a mosquito.
There's the fuck. He's trying to get this fucking bug. Anyway.
I'm so proud of you, Bog. Okay, okay.
You know, I've gotta say, I've really turned around on horses.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that?
That Vriska, fucking apparently. She's weird as hell. Anyway, Alpha.
I just sat down.
Bitch, I just got here. What are you talking about horses?
For one, the only horses I care about are seahorses, and two,
Hey, very good.
who the fuck are you?
They've been. I'm pretty sure they're like an actual couple now, which. Groom your lord, back at it again. But.
Cool. Who the fuck are you?
Horses. I used to hate them, remember? I developed this weird superstition about them, about how they're cursed or something, and when they're around, they can only lead to bad things happening. Don't you remember how I was going on and on about that a while ago at the amusement park?
Horses. I don't get them.
No, not at all. In any way, shape, or form. Also, who are you?
Been hanging out around them a while now. I've been hanging around them a while now, and everything's been fine. More than fine, actually. So yeah, horses are okay in my book. What do you think, Mina?
About what?
You missed the pun?
About what? I got him. Yeah.
Horses, also. Haha, fish. Fish.
I mean, yeah, they're fine. Like, I mean, they're kind of dumb and smelly. You make like fucked up sounds out of their big ass snout and floppy lips.
Yeah. Reminds me of the weird sounds that used to come from my neighbor's hive at weird hours of the night.
Yeah. The fuck?
Don't even ask. I don't know.
No, I want to. What?
Yeah, well, you ain't gonna get an answer because I don't know the answer. I told you this. So enough about stupid animals whose presence have no rational explanation anyway. What do you want to do today?
Today? I mean, like, if I could go eat food, I mean, there is no today, actually, for one. The time is an illusion now.
This moment, like all moments, exists in a perpetual state of being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Within the ambiguous time frame that would loosely correlate to a single rotation of a planet. Any ideas?
Yeah, how about you rotate my nuts? Got him.
That doesn't sound like a very good idea.
Come on.
Got him.
Come on, I'm not gonna give you testicular torsion.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
alright?
that's just testicular torsion.
I
I'll
ain't
let
gonna...
you do it.
No.
Come on, I know you want
Joke's
to.
on you, I'm into that shit.
No, I'm not gonna cast testicular torsion on you. Anyway, we can't just
You
spend all
deny
our
yourself.
days hanging out in this idyllic, bizarrely paletted cliffscape with all these stinking idiot quadrupeds. We should go exploring some more bubbles.
Yeah, okay. I mean, well, we explored an awful lot already. I mean, they're all kind of the same by now, but if you really want to.
I mean, roughly speaking, yeah, they're all arbitrary memory collages, I guess, but there's always something new to see every time. Whose ridiculous memory will we visit next? Some nutty version of Kanaya who became a god tier in some totally ludicrous version of our session? Or maybe a version of John who never even played the game at all. Maybe he went outside to look for the game and his fatherly Lucis backed over him with his car. What about your friends? They're always fun. Like the Petter's ancestor, the deaf one. She's a riot. Plus, she has a fascinating dark history which her memories always seem to hint at. Or Eridan's douchier clone. I know you have a great time whenever you get the chance to own him. So what do you say?
No. You know,
But you seem kind of bored. If you're bored, doesn't it make sense to go out and try and have fun?
Nah. I mean, not really.
Depression. But why?
I mean, it just doesn't actually sound that fun. It just kind of sounds like the same shit as always, like, exactly like dreams.
It feels like every day is the same.
Yeah. I mean, they are dream bubbles after all.
Yeah. But I don't
I mean, dreams are also like a crazy fantasy ride full of fake shit that makes no sense. It's a great time in theory, and I guess when you're younger, it's fun, and maybe when you look forward to sleeping to get to see what Mr. Sandclam has in store for you next. After sweeps and sweeps of dreaming, you get used to it. It's just the same bogus crap your stupid brain is shuffling up and serving you again and again and again, so you stop paying attention and just ride out your sleep, and then you get back to business with the real world like a legit person with cool plans.
I don't think I've had the same experience, honestly. Sounds like kind of a bummer. A bummer. To look at dreaming that way. I always liked dreaming. I mean, unless they were awful dreams, which was fairly often, but I'd never say I really got bored of them.
Yeah, you are a bit. I like 'em younger. As young as possible.
Oh god, the fucking Danganronpa. Oh.
Yeah.
I am? Yeah, I guess so. I never thought about it. That's because you're a victim of grooming. What the yeah, you didn't think about it, Vriska. That's part of the issue with grooming. You don't tend to be thinking about it and actively going, yes, today I will get you don't usually do that.
Today I
will be groomed.
To-do list. Number 1, get groomed. Number 2, buy groceries.
Number 2, get eggs.
Egg. It's me, Mario, the super groomer bro.
Woohoo!
Why do you think I spend so much time with Yoshi?
Then again, we fuchsia ladies, I mean, we sort of have to get used to being around people younger than us for our, for our full lives, like, much younger. Or at least, I'd have to if I was actually alive.
I guess Matt Pat was right, Mario really is evil.
Why are we bringing Mario into this? He's not even here.
It's because Arthur did a Yahoo.
Because of the random Wahoo. Oh boy.
Okay, I just love wahooing.
I love Wahooing too. If I had a smudge more energy, a smidge more energy, I would Wahoo even more often.
I'm just a wahoober.
I guess you're right about that too. It's pretty fucked up to think about, actually. That if you were alive, you'd have to deal with existing nearly forever. Almost as fucked up as the fact that you have to exist nearly forever while dead too. Hey. Are you okay?
Yep.
You seem really down.
No, I'm cool.
Are you sure?
Maybe not, it don't matter.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You know you can talk to me, right?
I don't know what's wrong. I'll tell you if I knew.
Skip those lines, it's fine. Are you depressed? It sounds to me like you may be depressed or something. About something. Or just in general?
Fuck, I don't know. Damn, Fishka.
Hey, it's okay to be depressed. I think just because you're dead, that doesn't necessarily let you off the hook from having psychological problems. I'm pretty sure I proved that to myself on more than one occasion already.
Yeah.
So talk to me. Maybe I can help.
Well, yeah.
What's the big deal?
What's the big idea?
I don't wanna.
Mina.
What? I'm not good at it. I like talking about me.
That's all you ever talk about.
No, I mean in a non-aggrandizing way.
Oh.
Ahem.
Okay, Mason. I guess you're gonna be taking a live risker.
Yep. Sorry if I'm interrupting whatever the fuck is going on here, but I'm afraid I'm gonna need that treasure. And yep, that's where it ends.
Cliffhangers.
Precisely as I presumed.
Precisely as I expected.
Yes.
Me when I
Precisely as I pissed.
Me when
precisely as I'm expected.
Alright, Arthur.
Yes.
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
You don't have to put on the red light. Yeah, there we go.
Roxanne.
Roxanne, you don't have to stop at the red light. Keep driving.
Roxanne.
Roxanne, cause a 10-car pile up on the highway.
Roxanne.
Okay.
Couldn't even say that.
Gladly.
Sell your money to the night. Alright. Hey, I hope you don't mind I put you off to the side like this with my other nice pals who are, on rocks and care time. I might be greedy as shit.
And tired of shit.
You can suck my nuts.
After you've twisted them.
Me when this.
Twist.
Okay,
That is
Whistle, gulp,
One
walk,
more
and
time.
That is
gobble
the
on my
order
nuts.
of operations. Number 1, twist.
Alright,
Number 2,
everybody,
suck.
you know the
It's like a
rules.
buffer.
We get
Twist
one
it.
more organic
Suck it.
testicular torsion joke, and this is the testicular torsion episode. We
Okay,
can't
so
put
you
it.
have to bop it, twist it, pull it, then
suck it.
I'm
Then
gonna
I
count
guess-
all of this as one testicular torsion joke. If we
I
get
love
one
that. I
more
love the bucket
organic
vibe.
testicular torsion
Bucket.
joke, then
Twist
it
it.
qualifies
Pull it.
for being the testicular torsion episode. We can't put it in the title that's the testicular torsion
no, you're
episode.
gonna have
but
to
I-
just put the title will just be twist it, and then we're gonna pop it on screen.
Yeah. No, or twist it and I put some walnuts in the thumbnail, and then I can just, it's implied testicular torsion. No, I don't mind at all. I'm still getting used to the concept of in-person socialization at all, let alone with many people. And yes, you may be greedy, but if so, then so am I by the exact same standard.
Fuck yeah! Like a couple of friendship burglars picking each other's pockets, all shifty-eyed and looking out for the cops, but also giggling, I guess, because that is in the spirit of the scenario in question.
Hey, yes.
Oh, I can't believe it really here! I mean, it hardly seems real after all these years, and how you were just like, a mystery friend online, and then how worried I was that I might lose you for good, but now, like, wow!
I know!
So you and Jed were hanging out?
Yes, it was great. We drew and told stories. I'd heard you died, so I was holding out some hope that you would show up too. And you did eventually, just not the version of you I expected. I never dared to think you would bring me this gift.
Well, I mean, I swore I would. I just kind of double swore it would help. And I mean, damn, that kid is persistent.
I like him. He's easy to talk to.
Nah, I hate him actually. Like, fuck that kid.
Never want to see him again.
I was just feigning interest in his artistic ramblings.
He's too autistic.
Nah.
I've read about him, of course. The reality of someone standing in front of you is quite different from what you read about them in text. But then, I have no idea how accurate anything I read is anymore. Or read. Either way. I always believed I was in possession of the texts which decoded your future, and I behaved toward all of you in that sly and knowing manner, avoiding spoilers and such. And that was probably presumptuous of me, though. In hindsight, I clearly didn't know that much. I certainly didn't read anything about my own involvement. I never could have imagined being here.
Don't believe everything you read just because there's a picture next to it with quotation symbols. Abraham Lincoln.
He said that. That's where there's a 9.
Top
Arthur?
10 Abraham Lincoln quotes.
Block of text.
I mean, you were still hopeful there. You were still like the voice in our lives that gave us hope that we could all get together someday, go down that road, be crazy. I might have been a smooth ride. And I have realized that kind of the times it looked like everything was about to break or catch fire. But actually did break and catch fire. It was all good. There's a dismay. But, when you look back, every time things went to shit, there was always some constructive, about, that turn of events and, something that was necessary for the good outcome to, happen at all. And, so whenever something stupid happens, like some a-hole gets a bonehead idea to steal the ring and then everyone dies horribly at the time, you think you're just gonna, curl up and cry by yourself and the weeping non-existent. And, maybe these aren't even the bad realities. Maybe those are, as important as any. And so all experiences that you had in them are, the experiences of everyone who died, because you don't get to judge, or get to say your experiences are more important or significant just because you happen to be someone who survived longer. And I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I'm grateful you let me go on this adventure, and not even in spite of the hardships it involved. I just think a little, time to think about it in the. I had a little time to think about it in the Firefly nothing space, and I think all of it was good.
I want a counter.
Okay. I'm happy I could play such a role in your lives. I don't know if I deserve much credit for these positive revelations about your journey, though. You're the one who's been on the adventure. I've barely taken my first step. I spent all my life in my room, and then every moment in the afterlife cowering in fear. It's only now that true participation is even a possibility. But even so, I really doubt I'll have much to offer. My other self, who I just released, I think she is poised to do something much more significant.
I mean, you know, what do you think she'll do?
I have no clue.
Okay, I mean, but you know, like, she told you to live, right?
Yes?
By which I can only assume she meant, yeah, live it up, girl. Like, you know, go shopping or something, or rocket down the highway in a convertible with cash flying out the back.
Roxanne, you don't have to stop at the red light, Roxanne.
Run over the
Have to
pedestrians,
obey
Roxanne.
traffic laws.
Vehicular manslaughter to the night.
It's not manslaughter, it's premeditated, Roxanne. Vehicular murder, Roxanne.
You're a cruel man to the night. Put on the red light, Roxanne.
Please, for the love of God, stop at the red light.
Roxanne.
Roxanne,
That car
you're
was
going
blue
double
when
the
you
speed limit, Roxanne.
Roxanne, that car was blue when you set off, Roxanne.
And now it's green.
Because you threw up all over
I don't
it.
know what that means.
I don't know what that means, Roxanne.
Painting the town
I
green.
don't know what that means, Roxanne.
That is not the sort of sentiment I can imagine coming from her under any circumstance. But yeah, who's doing that laughing? What the fuck is that? Is there a fucking toad around here somewhere? What the fuck is that not? It's the fucking window again!
Roxanne.
Roxy, do you still have the broom? Or the gun?
Roxanne.
I can pay for the damages this time.
You don't have to pay for the damages, Roxanne.
If there's no evidence, how can they accuse you, Roxanne? Innocent until proven guilty, Roxanne.
No jury
Down the
would
red
convict.
light.
No jury would convict Roxanne. Anyway. That is not the sort of sentiment I can imagine coming from her under any circumstance. But yes, maybe something to the effect of encouraging me to enjoy my existence as communicated by a more typical, truly asocial manner of my species. Really, what I took from it was she's the real one with all the power and relevance now, and I'm the spare, the civilian in a sense, like in a war. But the only use for civilians from a militaristic mindset are as those who live their lives.
Those casualties, let's go!
As hostages, let's go!
In whatever completely irrelevant way they choose to.
Roxanne, hold an entire city hostage, Roxanne.
Roxanne, denying medical aid to the civilian population.
Fire on the population, Roxanne. But sire our troops, Roxanne.
Anyway.
Roxanne! Visiting the hate for a reason!
You make it sound
Geneva
like,
suggestions, Roxanne.
you make it sound like she is a legit Callie. I mean, you're like the afterthought.
You're like 5 lines ahead of me. What the fuck?
He didn't finish, he didn't finish the
damn,
whole
I just
thing.
assumed you'd finish.
No, you
No, we just
interrupted
interrupted.
me. You
Okay, can you,
interrupted
like-
me
can
to
you,
talk
like,
about
shut the
civilian casualties.
Fuck up and just like, oh my god, like, you're not even funny. Like, damn. I'm a good person.
Anyway, they're the collateral at stake. The ones for whom the war
Just
is
normal man.
theoretically
Innocent man.
fought. but whose lifestyles, choices, happiness, and such are no concern whatsoever for those fighting on their behalf. This I think is the mindset of cherubs of her alignment as protectors. It's the relationship they have with those they protect, so that is probably the relationship she believes she has with me.
Yeah, like... yeah, I mean, you make it sound like she's the legit Kelly, and you're like an afterthought, and like, you know, the one with the fucky reality that didn't go right.
Technically, her timeline was doomed by her predomination alone. Even so, yes, it does feel as though my reality was the oddity. Cherubs were never supposed to grow up like me, exposed to other caring people, learning from them. It made me different and unfit to predominate. Yet, ironically, it was requisite for the timeline's success. And it was necessary for you all to begin your journey as well.
Wow. Oh. Yeah.
Arthur, you're
Okay.
reading the rest of
Yeah.
the page.
Yeah, cool. So, yeah, like... This seems like an example of what I was just saying. Actually, you know, the story of two Kellys, neither is really more important, and like your timelines can't really be described as the good one or the bad one. There were the good and the bad things about both ways. You know, stuff went down, and the different qualities of the people you became. You know, and like her life sounds like it was way harsh and lonely in its own way, but you know, it kind of sort of, you know, paid off because she got to beat her brother, but like, you know, arbitrarily punished for that outcome because it, you know, wasn't supposed to happen. And then finally you meet her and free her or something, and she presumably gets to, you know, go off and do something badass, you know. And, you know, and then there's you, who had probably an even more challenging upbringing, getting so hassled by your bro, and he killed you, I guess, because the way the deck was shuffled to him, you know, I mean, he had the edge this time. But the upshot was you got to have all these great friends, and, like, and it helped you become a nice person, and, you know, it makes you mean a lot to other people, and now you get to live whatever kind of life you want to be, and completely free from all the, you know, crummy stuff you grew up with. Who cares about it if you aren't as strong as her, or, you know, don't have the wicked powers she does, or some important, you know, mission to do. You both came from a perfectly legitimate reality, and I am a Joe, you are both equally valuable, and both of those realities seem, you know, tied together. She can't do her mysterious badass thing unless you make it all the way through your journey and free her. And your reality was things setting the stage for this huge multiversal vortex of problems which, after a cajillion fucking epochs, was always meant to resolve in some way. And, you know, that doesn't mean your life was like a, you know, a means to an end in a big cosmic sense. I think it's more like you are the end, or, you know, one of the ends, and you and me and everyone who made it and everyone who didn't. And, like, so that means you don't, you know, have to be able to do a lot of super special shit to validate your identity as the real version of yourself. The only validation you need is, you know, being who you are, because no one can be that person but you.
Your life is like a video game.
My
Trying
life
hard
is
to
like
beat the stage.
a video
etc.
game, trying hard to beat the stage. And then Caliborn comes in and he's like, I'm the stage.
Those are very inspiring things to hear, Roxy. I hope you're right, but even so, I think I would still like to be useful.
I mean, you know, you can be. Like, you can help me out. Like,
How?
I think like God tier or anything would probably be much to get in touch with your aspect, but that doesn't matter. You are like space, right?
Yes, a muse of space.
I mean, that, you know, that sounds like cool.
It is cool, I think. Especially having seen what I could have been.
Yeah, but like that potential has to be inside you somewhere. I mean, actually, it's like the one reason I wanted you to be with me here for a while. Yeah, aside from you to, you know, catch up a bit.
What do you need me to do?
I mean, nothing really. I just need you to be here with me while I try this. Because, I mean, space is, like, the only frontier untouched by capitalism. And so, I'm just, like, you're just gonna, set me free, is all I'm saying. And I don't know why, but I feel like your presence will help with that. And, I mean, if nothing else, I just like having you here. It makes me feel better about trying to focus on this, little work chore.
But you think my aspect is relevant?
I mean, maybe. I think space is related to, this in some abstract way I can't put my finger on. With it being, like, the final frontier and the only place uncorrupted by capitalism. So, I mean, I gotta make this egg, see,
Huh?
I mean, it's really an egg. It's a complicated egg in both its biological design and everything it represents for the future of the entire civilization. And I don't have the genetic or chemical molecular blueprints for it or anything. And also, I don't want it to be corrupted by capitalism. So, like, I have to figure it out using just, thoughts and, like, ideas that are basic and live in this primordial sort of quasi-consciousness. And so I have to build an idea of this egg in some way before I do anything. Just trying to grasp its reality and what it represents. And it's like a funky little construct of biological propagation, and I think that intersects with the nature of space. And, as long as we have to come to understand it, the propagation of space is just some profound cosmological feat of reproduction that is literally a biological process, right?
Pretty much.
So, I mean, to make this egg as a rig of void, what I'm really doing here is something kind of insane. You yourself told me once how I'd be able to do this crazy shit.
I did.
And I mean, basically, I'll be, like, probing nothingness for an idea, a complicated idea in this case, and, like, pulling that idea from unreality. So, like, if I'm right, and a closer connection to the nature of space will help me locate that idea, almost like standing next to an antenna that views the signal of that idea. I mean, then maybe, like, my chances will be better, and hey, even if not, it's just nice to have a friend nearby where you try to do something hard.
We can see the funny
Oh, we can hover over them.
No, Carcat isn't in any of these conversations, unfortunately.
No, it is always nice to have a friend around when you're doing something hard.
I knew you were going to say something about that.
She has a friend around.
I'm something hard.
She
Have a friend around while I'm on something hard.
till I do something hard.
Dave, you were supposed to say I'm something hard. Yeah, I know, but I was trying to shake it up.
Yeah,
I don't want to be too predictable.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be one bit. I'm trying not to be Mr. One Bit.
I'm trying to be Mr. 2 bits at most.
64 bits. 32 bits.
Minecraft.
16 bits.
16. Just 60 bits. That's right, we're now on a 15 base decimal system.
Mario's missing one of his hands.
Everybody is just a little bit fucked.
Everything just looks a little bit shitty.
It's like when you zoom the camera out too far in Mario 64 and he
when I
looks
turned Super
terrifying.
Mario 64 into a Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff video game. Damn.
My life is like
My life, like a video game.
trying hard to beat the stage. While I'm still collecting coins.
Bunning. Anyway, Mason, do you want to keep doing John?
I'll do John, yeah.
Alright. I'll take
What
Rosal's
do you
Resi, give Arthur a moment to recuperate energy from...
Okay.
Yeah, what voice am I doing?
You don't have to do any of them if you don't want to on this page.
Nice! Alright, I'll continue making the Call of Cthulhu character sheets so they're online instead of being just on a bunch of paper in my hand.
Hooray! Anyway.
Cool. What do you think they're talking about over there?
I don't know. I think they'd be talking about how my life is like a video game.
Oh, okay. I'll do Jen as well then.
Hard to beat the stage.
I suspect Roxy wanted some time to catch up with an old friend I'm sure I would want the same if I hadn't just had an extensive reunion with her myself. Yeah, I guess we should just chill out and give them a moment. It isn't quite time to head to our battle stations yet, so we might as well try to relax until it is.
I imagine it's a lot easier to relax when another version of yourself hasn't been hijacked by your dead cat.
Yeah, it probably is. Maybe you should try not to let her bug you, Rose. She seems harmless enough, plus she's pretty funny.
Sounds suspiciously like the advice of someone who's never had to deal with an outlandish alternate version of himself.
Hey, I've bumped into other Johns a few times. Can't say the experience has been anything other than perfectly agreeable.
You mean Johns that were essentially time duplicates in the course of your retcon quest?
Yes.
Those don't count. Those were just regular Johns. What I'm saying is, you've never had to deal with the John who is like half Harry Anderson and half Maple Hoof, the dear departed pony?
Wow, that sounds great.
Come to think of it, you're the only one of us who hasn't. I mean, of our original group of friends. Dave has Bird Dave, Jade had Dog Jade before she became Dog Jade. And now I have... Cat Rose. Why were you left off the hook?
I don't know. Guess you guys are just luckier than me, Smile.
Even putting aside the wildly unwelcome body horror slapstick routine she represents, and the machine gun salvo of opprobrious remarks and conduct, which my cat is apparently capable of releasing from my subconscious, I'm not sure where this leaves me.
What do you mean?
I felt like I understood my place. I had gotten myself in order somewhat. My, beverage decisions had gotten more reasonable. I was ready to bear down and play my part in finishing this. I could even handle a stray rose sprite brought to my doorstep by my sweet imbecile of a pet. Idiotic though that was, I was still clearly Rose Prime. But can I really claim that now? She's a sprite squared? How is that even a thing? Can someone tell me how that's even a thing?
I can't tell you how it's even a thing. I think we are all just as flabbergasted as you at its thing-eatness.
What's next? Is there a sprite cubed or a... Let's not entertain this avenue of thought. The point is, she must be quite powerful, insightful, and in spite of the beast she rents headspace out to, intelligent as well. Doesn't she arguably have more claim to being real Rose than I do?
I don't think being the real Rose necessarily means being the one who is more outgoing and chatty and powerful and stuff. I'm not sure it means anything. I think maybe we should try to drop the stuff about who is the real version of who anyway. It's weird and it just hurts people's feelings.
I don't care if my feelings are hurt, though. I just want to know where I stand.
I really don't think she is that threatening to you. Believe me, you still seem like the Rose I always knew, whereas she doesn't quite. It seems to me that she is a lot more interested in having fun and zipping around like a silly lunatic than usurping you as the main Rose.
Sure, that's what she
No,
wants
she's
to
going
think.
to take my job.
My voice was based off of Tory politicians. I must always think of things in thought patterns of hierarchy and dominance, so I must protect my position.
But why do you care? I thought I heard the other Rose say before she was a cat that she liked the idea of being some sort of backup Rose. Do you not feel that way too?
That was a different context. I probably would have felt the same way if I found myself in her exact situation. Jaspros changes everything, though. Now I feel a sudden responsibility, like I have to really step up.
Step up.
Yes, to make sure I stay regarded as the exemplary model, to provide assurance that the concept of Roseness itself doesn't degrade due to black market peddlers of substandard shit. Basically, I need to defend the integrity of the brand.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. I just missed you so much.
Worthless consumer model. My brand missed you too, John.
Your brand has a good taste in friends and kicks ass.
Right, but
Nerds!
finally a gay brand.
Hey, how do you think Kanaya and Karkat are doing?
Oh yes, you mean the other gay brands. 2 of the other gay brands. There's a 4th.
Right,
Can you
but-
guess who it is? Well, technically there's a 5th and a 6th, but those 2 are actually fully confirmed. Those 2 are actually fully confirmed broken up, so I'm going to discount them for the sake of comedy.
Hooray!
Hooray, divorce rates. Anyway, they're probably getting a stern earful of roiling monster patois right about now.
Do you think they'll be successful
But what?
at talking to a monster? I don't know.
I think Karkat will successfully fail to understand the monster, and possibly also successfully shout at the monster. Kanaya, I think, will probably successfully do something sensible in response to whatever the monster demands.
So, you think they're going to pull it off then?
I'm still not sure what it is, but yes.
Well, the idea was to release the frog, I think.
You think so?
That's what Vriska said.
Vriska says a lot of things. That's the basic idea, yes, but monsters can be complicated. Regardless, I think the right person was summoned to handle it.
You really trust Kanaya, don't you?
Sure.
Not to change the subject too hard into something you maybe don't want to talk about because of your brand, but I think you make a nice couple.
You do?
Yes, I thought so last time I was hanging out with you both in the screwed up timeline, but didn't say anything then. I still think it's true. I'm glad it didn't change when I retconned some things.
I am too.
Maybe that means it's a strong relationship, if it can survive, God, whatever the hell happened, a hard 3-year reboot and then the sudden presence of Vriska.
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you were trying to fuck us up.
Haha.
Nerds!
Terezi, shush.
What? I've just been minding my own business and in no way whatsoever saying anything directed at a couple of silly nerds saying dorky things.
No, you said nerds twice. You always say nerds when in earshot of other people who are just being friendly.
Isn't it kind of weird how you're making this observation and no one else is? You're
What?
crazy,
No.
John. You're fucking crazy. You're going insane, John.
Crazy?
Don't
I was crazy
Don't
once.
listen to
They
any.
locked
Don't.
me in a room.
No,
A
no,
rubber
no,
room.
not the
A
no, not
rubber room
again.
filled
No,
with rats, and
not
rats
the
make me
rats.
crazy. Crazy?
Not the
I was
rats.
crazy
Tommy
once.
Pasta, I've had enough of this from that fucker in the window.
I was crazy once.
Crazy. I was crazy once.
They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy? I was crazy.
Crazy once.
Okay. Let's continue.
Anyway, we were at what? No.
What? No.
Meaning, maybe I only say it when the pair of nerds in earshot happens to include you.
Act, what was that look?
What look?
That look you just gave me.
I didn't give you a look, dingus.
Yes, you did. Don't look at me like that.
Whatever look you think I gave you, it was in your imagination. You're crazy. Don't do it again. But you're crazy, John. You're fucking insane.
You are toying with forces beyond your
I was crazy
comprehension.
once.
They
No, not again. They're
Fuck you
locking
off.
me in the room. The rapper room.
the rubber room with rats.
Rats.
And rats make all of us crazy.
Crazy.
Okay.
I was crazy once.
Anyway, it is possible you may be flattering yourself, Egbert.
Oh, whatever. Hey, what are you even still doing here? Weren't you going to go with Dave and get ready for battle?
Yes, I'm just giving him and his bros some time to themselves first. I'm sure they could use it. And whatever the hell is going on between them, the last thing I want to do is involve myself. That sounds even more awkward than lingering around you goofy bunch of nerds being all cute and mushy with your human family and friendship stuff.
Yeah, you sure do sound put off by it.
I was friendly once.
All hanging out on our every word and such. A rubber room filled with friends, and friends make me friendly.
With my friends, and my friends make me friendly.
I was friendly once.
Not
yes,
anymore.
It takes a will of iron, trust me.
Uh-huh. But yeah, I actually do agree. It does sound pretty awkward to be around Dave and his bro while they, get to know each other, I guess. I hate the connotations of that line.
Yep, we're sure doing a very good job at sounding like we're implying they're fucking each other. That's really
I'm not
weird.
sure how well Dave really even knew his adult bro, actually. Aside from bogusly idolizing him in a way that was really transparent that he didn't. I wonder how different Dirk is from him, if at all.
I wouldn't be the one to ask.
What do you think, Rose?
I don't think there's anyone who could answer that. I suspect literally no one in the history of anywhere has met both people. Until, as of now, Dave himself. ...
I hope Dave's okay. Are we gonna call it that?
I think we'll pop into the start of this one just to get it started, because we're halfway through that set of things, and don't worry, I've checked, we are still in last place in the race. We're still bronze medal, baby.
Hey.
So, what did you two think of this episode of Reading Homestuck?
I liked it. Once again, we're just continuing to get nice character interactions. It's all fun.
Good times. Good stuff. Hopefully part of me wants the Dave and Dirk interactions to get less awkward. Part of me really wants them to keep being awkward. We'll see. We'll really see about that. And, of course, next time we shall see... next time on Dragon Ball Z... Will Roxy be able to summon the Matriorb? Find out in a week.
Yeah. Chala, head chala.
But yes, sadly, we did not make another testicular torsion joke before the end of the episode. At least not before the outro began, the outro segment. So sadly, it is not the testicular torsion episode. Sorry to disappoint
Terrible
everybody.
tragedy.
Terrible tragedy. It's rough. But yeah, good times. Good character interactions. Fun shit. Yeah. Then, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you very much like this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. We upload episodes of Reading Homestuck every Monday or Tuesday, depending on your time zone, and we upload other things on Thursdays or Fridays, again, depending on your time zone. Other things, like last week, we did the Hunger Games video, featuring characters from all throughout the channel's history, Dig and Rimper, the Sonic Destruction video, the other Garden Farm stuff, this series, the Old Fatula series, Dicey Deeds, every little bit here and there, even the old skits, everything coming together.
Every single drop of all we got.
Precisely, this guy gets it. We might be doing potentially other big sort of like mashup crossovers throughout the channel, but if we do those again, I'm just gonna say anyone who dies or loses in any of the big crossover things can never be used again. So, say goodbye to that lot for the say goodbye to most of that lot, except for the winner. Hooray! That winner will be able to appear in future crossover things if we do them. Another thing, Dicey Deeds, Call of Cthulhu coming up. in a week and a bit, couple weeks, sometime soon.
Can't wait for that.
There's also the Trollsona videos. There's a lot. There's a lot that will be potentially happening on Thursdays. You can also follow me on Tumblr, where I post things sometimes, particularly stuff for the Trollsona series. But other than that, it's a lot of reblogs usually. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have anything to post about, really. I live right now a generally rather dull life, and as it stands, I quite like it that way. It lets me focus on editing things like the channel and stuff. I like it as it is right now, but someday, hopefully, things shall be a bit more interesting. You can also follow June on Tumblr and on Instagram. She didn't do a huge amount on Tumblr, mostly vlogs like yours truly, but on Instagram, she does a lot of cosplay photography over there. Check that stuff out, it's some good stuff. She's at a con right now, so there may well be some more good shit coming down the pipeline. I don't know. And you can also follow Arthur on Twitch. Arthur?
Yeah, as usual, not doing much at the moment. We'll get to it eventually.
And Mason, do you have anything you wish to add at the end of this here episode of Reading Homestuck?
All I can say is thank you all for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please do go check out the 1000 subscriber special. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled for Call of Cthulhu. I'm really looking forward to that.
Be some spooky shit.
Yeah, so yeah, hang around.
Indeed. And we'll see you in the next video. Later.
See ya.
Bye.